Hello my loves, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I am bringing you along with me as I prioritize my self-care for the next few days. These are just some of the self-care habits I begin implementing while I'm on my cycle, and these habits have just helped me so much in helping me nourish my soul, refresh my mind, and also leaving me feeling so rejuvenated. So before I get into this video, I just wanted to share what inspired me to even create my period self-care routine. I've talked about this in a few vlogs ago, but I have been reading Period Power by Macy Hill. This revolutionary book reveals everything you need to know about taking control of your menstrual cycle and outlines the cycle strategy to help us perform at our best throughout our cycle. In Period Power, you will discover how to maximize your natural superpowers each month while making adjustments for the darker days, and use Macy's favorite tips to improve them. Identify your personal patterns, powers, and pitfalls for each phase of the menstrual cycle. Plan your month to perform at your best in all aspects of your life, and figure out if you have a hormonal imbalance and what to do about it. Highly recommend if you are a person who has a menstrual cycle, or if you feel like you have an imbalance in your hormones, or you want to learn more about your cycle and how to align your life with whatever season or cycle you are currently in. Reading that book and learning about the different seasons and cycles my body goes through each month, and how at certain times of the month I may have really high energy and can get a million things done in a day, and how other times of the month I may just want to lay in bed and binge Netflix and do absolutely nothing. Understanding that I go through so many different changes really inspired me to be intentional with every season and cycle that I'm in. During your cycle or your winter season, or when you're on your period, this is the time to nourish, rest, recharge, release, and also receive. So during this time of the month, this is when I begin my period self-care routine, and I completely disconnect from my responsibilities as much as I can, and I focus this time on nourishing myself, allowing myself to rest, giving myself whatever it is that I may need this time around, which I'll get into. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this video. The night before my cycle begins, I delete all my social media platforms except for YouTube and Pinterest, as you will later find out. I find during my cycle I become a hermit, and I really don't have the energy to socialize virtually or in person, so I delete my social media platforms, and I make sure not to schedule any social gatherings when I will be on my period, so I can use this time to really connect back with myself. So checking in with your internal battery is a tip that I actually got from the book Period Power, and essentially checking in with your internal battery is just checking in with yourself to see where you are at mentally, emotionally, physically. As you begin paying attention to your cycles and the different seasons it goes through, what you will find is not every season is going to look the same. There may be some months when you still have lots of energy, you still want to be productive, and on the other hand, you may have months where you are depleted of energy and you just want to stay in bed all day and binge Netflix. The way that I like to check in with my internal battery is through journaling. Some questions that I like to ask myself are: how am I feeling this cycle? What do I need to give myself? And what needs to be released during this cycle, since this time of the month is all about releasing. I love all things skincare related, and I especially love taking extra care of my skin during my cycle, especially because I do tend to break out during this time of the month. So I make sure to show my skin extra love and attention during this time.
Hey boy with the pretty face, I'd like to ask you how you doing today. I like your style and I like your taste. I think maybe we go together great. It's not a fight, just a matter of opinion. But my opinion really got me thinking, if I could travel into outer space,
you aren't already aware, our environment has a direct impact on our mental clarity and our mood. So because of this, I'm very intentional with creating a very relaxing and peaceful environment for myself. And the way that I like to create this feeling is by, one, making sure my space is always clean and organized and put together. I also like to have diffuser going off in my home so it's smelling nice and fresh throughout the day. And I also always love to have music playing in the background, whether it's one of my playlists on Spotify that I've created for myself, lo-fi music, or just something really relaxing. Just having music, aromatherapy, and an organized space really helps to create a peaceful and calming environment. So depending on where your internal battery is each month, nourishing yourself can look different. This time around, nourishing myself for me looked like being in complete solitude, slowing down, getting re-inspired, and finally getting around to doing some of the things that I've been wanting to do for myself but just haven't made the time for. So right here I am cooking one of my favorite meals. Yes, I showed this in my last vlog, but I absolutely love this meal. It makes me feel so good. Other ways I nourished myself during this time was creating some playlists on Spotify. I caught up on some YouTube videos and vlogs and people that I enjoy watching, and I also got lost on Pinterest. I saw a tweet that said Pinterest is like social media but without the social part. I totally agree. And of course, it wouldn't be a proper self-care routine if it didn't involve treating yourself. I got my nails done and I absolutely love them. Alright my loves, well that is a few days in my life as I prioritize my self-care. This is a glimpse of what my period self-care routine looks like. Thank you for coming along with me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it inspiring and helpful. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and put on that notification bell so that you can get notified the next time I upload a new video. And I will see you all in the next one.